Hi guys, today I'm going to be interviewing my sister Rachel. She is an INFP, and I have a couple interesting questions to really explore the INFP personality type. How are you, Rachel?
I'm doing okay.
Hanging in there. So the first question I have today, what are your hobbies and why?
I appreciate art. I like reading, music sometimes, most of the time. It's a function.
You said you were into art, and a lot of INFPs tend to be into art, or at least appreciate it very much so. What type of art do you like and why?
I like whatever pleases my eye.
Basically.
Like, I'm not stuck in a genre or a box, or like whatever speaks to me on a spiritual level, I guess, or touches me emotionally, gives me a good impression.
You really like impressionistic art, and to me that's like really INFP-ish. And
It's
how would you describe why you
it's
like
like
that?
FI mixture.
Kind of like gleaning the essence of an experience.
It's what the artist felt in the moment. He wasn't trying to replicate exactly what he saw, how it made him feel.
Vincent van Gogh is your stereotypical INFP.
Not stereotypical. I think he went above and beyond. He had really high highs and really low lows. So I think he had bipolar disorder.
This is a kind of broad question, but how do you use your cognitive functions in your stack, your ego, as well as your shadow? How does that sort of guide you?
I would say it dominates me.
Same, everyone.
My first function is the one that I hate the most, but I actually love the most because I'm so biased. But it's not really evident to other people. It just manifests itself in being really emotional and not logical. But they don't realize the rich world.
The internal world.
FI affords.
The intricacies it sees.
Yes.
It sees.
The FE seems more practical,
because it's applying to the moment. Yeah.
To the moment, but to other people too, so other people appreciate it. But if you save all those feelings for yourself, people can't go in your head. They can only get glimpses of it for your art and for your music. And there's only very few people that actually appreciate I feel like, or take the time to, even though they don't have it themselves.
We're definitely in a world that's dominated by not just thinkers, but builders in general. They constantly want to build something.
I feel like I don't feel the need to build stuff because everything's inside.
You want to just express what's inside.
I want to express what's inside, and maybe you can inspire someone else to make it happen.
Compared to a lot of extroverted feelers, whenever I was down, the INFPs were the ones who helped me heal from stuff I was repressing.
Because I've done that before. I've experienced what you were feeling before, but more exaggerated.
Intense
inside, and I can't get it out, so I want to help you get it out.
You're like a feeling expert.
Because that's what I want people to do for me.
Yeah. Just like anyone with their dominant function.
The golden rule. I feel like INFPs are good at the golden rule.
So how does extroverted intuition manifest in your life?
When I'm in a group, and I get excited about something or passionate, it's blaringly obvious.
She's like, we can do this, we can do that, we can go here, we can go there, we can...
Or even solving a problem. I feel like I'm really creative at solving problems, even though I'm not logical, I don't have TI. I'm creative. My Any only shows up after people are arguing, all the logical thinkers, and then they're like, everyone's arguing, then I just and then they finally listen to me, and then I get more and more crazy, and people are like, who's this girl? I thought she was shy.
Yeah.
She's
actually very bold whenever it comes to being crazy. She's the first one to break the ice, which is really interesting. You're actually very dynamic.
Really?
You seem like you become an ENFP or something in those times. It's weird.
Yeah, maybe.
It's like when you're at your healthiest, you become, if you're into Enneagram, she's a 4-wing 5, which is pretty typical. That's so sad. All the 4-wing 5s are trying to be unique, but then they all pick the same.
My tri-types were 4-5-1.
Mm-hmm.
So basically that's
she integrates into like a 7, so that's basically like the happy-go-lucky.
When I'm healthy mentally.
How do you use introvert sensing?
It's one of the ones that's on the back burner. But I'm a dictionary when...
An encyclopedia.
Even though I don't think about those words and somebody says it, my ears perk up and then I know exactly what they're talking about.
She somehow decodes in her head subconsciously.
Or theories. I just heard it once and then I'm like, I heard that somewhere, and I try to make connections really fast. Oh, what's this? And then people that are talking to me who are far more knowledgeable or have TI or they're thinkers, they're like, oh, you know about that? And they're like, oh, let's talk about that. And they tell me their thing for 5 hours.
Oh my god.
But then I'm like listening, I'm like, ugh.
You know,
like, at least they paid attention to me.
She's good at sounding smart.
I mean, I don't...
Wait, you are smart, but you're good at sounding like really, really smart.
I'm happy about that because I get to listen to thinkers and I learn things.
Very analytical feeler, actually. How do you use your TE? Or how do you not use your TE? No,
I was gonna say that. I was like, do I use it?
Okay, so I'm an ENTP.
I used it once.
And I have auxiliary TI, but in my shadow function, it would be my sixth function is TE. So that means I can use it just as much as I would TI. It's just I don't really choose to. There are a lot of times where my TE snaps at her for her lack of logic, and she just really coils and like. Don't I like get really agitated in like a TE way?
Like in a snappish ENTJ boss woman kind of way.
Even though I'm
on her period.
What?
My TE, it manifests itself when everyone's a mess and they're going in the wrong direction, and I can see it, especially when it deals with creativity or like a project.
And you know
and I'm
what
suddenly
steps to
frustrated.
take.
Yeah, I know exactly what steps to take, or even like a hunch, and I'm like, that's the wrong road. But then my NI smooths it over though. I mean my NE.
Your NE smooths it over.
Yeah, because it's charming. Like it's like, oh, ideas. And then but my TI is the one who's governing my NE like a puppet. In those situations.
Your FI.
No?
You said your TI.
No, I meant or brain.
So I asked you what your strengths were. I know that something like extrovert sensing, which is your seventh function, your blind spot. My blind spot's FI, but your blind spot's SE. Blind spot just means that you don't really see the use for that function. I don't really care about FI. Like,
so give me an example of SE.
Going out, doing new things,
Being with friends, like,
even like dressing up and like putting makeup on. Like, you don't really care about those things.
Yeah, I don't care about external things.
Yeah.
And that might
You're
sound
like
snowflakey.
You're like transcending the world, I guess. I don't know.
Sometimes I feel like out of tune with my body though.
Yeah.
Is that a manifestation of low SE?
Yeah, all
Like,
the INFPs I know, all the...
I'm not kinesthetically inclined at all whatsoever. Sorry, INFPs, if you know.
And you're always dreaming. You're always like, oh, I'm going to do this. And then you never do it.
I'm going to go to England. I'm going to go to France. And then I don't move a muscle. And then Mom...
You don't even plan.
I don't even plan. I'm just like, oh, I got a quest.
I think that's the greatest quality of you, because whenever you do throw yourself into this situation, although you have a lack of extrovert sensing, you still push through it somehow.
Plow through it.
And it's like fun because you're like not fussy, not fastidious.
Everything doesn't have to be, I don't have to control my
You're like a free spirit.
Yeah.
Alright, that was like tangent.
Sorry.
In these types of interviews, when you have two extrovert intuitives, what do you expect?
Yeah.
Do you expect it to be bullet points? I don't think so. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you kind of get the gist of what an INFP is. It's very easy to understand INFPs, I think, for me at least, because we share a lot of the same functions.
Except she has all the good functions.
Oh my god, not this again.
I'm just kidding. I like INFPs. They have a good spirit. Appreciate like what you have, who you are. You have a purpose. Keep doing the right thing. Just uphold your values, but don't let your values blind you. Make sure you listen to logical people sometimes. Be wise as serpents, but gentle as doves. That's what I want to live by. Alright, thank you.
Thanks for watching. I hope you liked this video. Comment down below if you can relate to Rachel, because I know there's a lot of INFPs out there. Not
Maybe
as unique as you
sweeter.
think you... No, I'm kidding.
Sweeter INFPs. Just don't have snowflake syndrome. I'm begging you.
Everyone's a snowflake. Your DNA is your own DNA.
Unless you clone it.
What?